I wanted to ask you a little bit about the difference of like workshops and then like speaking gigs, I guess, just how it is.
The typical event's going to have a speaker, presenter type of situation where there's a platform, a stage, maybe a podium and a mic, and most people are sitting there without a mic and without a voice and trying to stay awake, and the other person's job is to engage and have energy and entertain, really, in a lot of ways. And most, I don't know how many conferences you guys have been to, but most of them I go to, it's probably 80 to 90% mindset and inspiration and that kind of thing, and not a lot of meat and potatoes on how do you do this?
Yeah.
They'll bring up all the successful people on stage, like all the winners. It's like network marketing.
Yeah. And it's a bunch of just like, hoorah, like, let's go, you guys can do it.
And nobody says, here's how I did it.
That's because we've been to a lot ourselves too, and it's like, cool, but I kind of want to be kind of like, how'd you get there? Like,
yeah, or the people on stage are pitching you up a ladder for them to make revenue.
Yeah.
So there's the pitch, the speak and pitch is what I call it, where the presentation's a little bit of content, a little bit of gravy, and maybe a little bit of substance, and then to go into the next level, most of them use what's called a ladder system. So they start you at $47 or $97, and they work you up to $300 to $500 to $1,000, and they're trying to filter, because some people will just spend money to spend money, and so you can make a training product for $15,000, and that eliminates most of the market. But how many $15,000 clients a year do you need before you can make a sufficient living?
Yeah.
Right, and so that's where how those conferences typically are set up, is one of those two ways, really, really inspirational, really motivational, or what you'll see is it's a recruiting funnel. So in essence, they're getting a bunch of people in a room. It's the network marketing play. I don't know if you guys have ever been pitched candles or weight loss shakes or any of that crap, but for me, I take a lot of, because I've done both. Insurance really is network marketing with a license. So the government has regulations and certifications to have a hand in the game on this network marketing side of things. But the cool part is the beauty of insurance is you're not doing products that may or may not work. You're not selling product. You're not direct sale product. You are a direct sale vendor of sorts, because it's not your product.
It's kind of like broker.
Yeah, you are a broker.
Yeah.
Well, you're either a broker or an agent. So a broker represents multiple companies. An agent typically represents one.
Okay.
That's the difference between an insurance agent and an insurance broker typically. It's like your farmer's agent, State Farm agent. Those are captive agencies that only sell their products, so that's why they're called an agent. Mm-hmm. And then you'll hear agencies like me call themselves a broker, because I broker for virtually all the companies.
Okay.
The ones that allow us and or are A-rated.
Yeah. So you say they do these conferences, they bring a lot of people generally for recruiting. In your perspective, is that the best way to recruit?
Well, anyway, insurance is not one of those you wake up when you're a kid and go, I'm going to be an insurance agent someday. It's not one of those. Almost virtually everybody, like I stumbled into it by taking a secretary job, but most people are recruited into the business. Because the people will see the lifestyle that it offers, and it does. If you help enough people and you put enough people in the right position, it offers a very above average lifestyle. And like I said, for me, I like to represent the top 1% of the top 1%. So you could take, I don't know how, you could take a pretty wide net from this location here, and you'd have to bundle up a bunch of agents before they outproduce just me, let alone the agency and other things. And so we're a force to be reckoned with in the small town game, but it's a wonderful industry that offers anybody an opportunity to really level up their life. I've got people, your cousin's one of our next people that's going through in essence, my front desk in my office, the administrative position, is a farm system for professional agents.
It's probably honestly the best way, because they kind of know the stuff around it.
It's the best training grounds I've found.
Well, that's how you came up too, is like going through
100%. I started in that position, so I know, because in that position you get a taste of kind of a little bit of everything.